I do not feel the same way. Yes, I shall pass. Nope. No, because I'm a heartbreaker. Pass. Does kind of feel bad, but no. Okay, so that wasn't that great because everybody got sad, but we've now officially said no to every cat, which I believe is another achievement and should hopefully have got us some more story. Slightly more sinister now we know he's only 12 years old. But also, it kind of makes sense that they're tranquilizing him and stopping it from spreading to the mainland. I didn't have a successful date. Beep. Didn't complete the antidote. But yeah. Does that mean I didn't do the achievement? It's all 95.8% of the game though. Shit. That means I gotta go through and do it all again. God damn it. Well, the achievement popped, so it wasn't too bad. 95.8% of the total game seen, but I still have to go through one more time and successfully date all of the cats again, but this time go to the mainland and pray to God that gives us the last 4.2% we need. If it doesn't, then I'm at a loss at what to do, as it's even speed running this was 2 hours. There's a lot of game here. Leave for the mainland. And leave for the mainland. I think at this stage you get the point. But it does take around 2 hours to fully run this game now, without reading anything, I found. And it kind of feels like a chapter selection after you complete it the first time would be nice so that you can experience the whole game. Because I can imagine there's not a lot of people that can be bothered to do this. I know, because I'm one of them. In fact, if this doesn't get me at the 100% of the story scene, I'm going to throw my bloody computer in the bin. The end. Well, thank you for watching. Oh, no. So we're still on 95.8%. But we know there's now the whole seeing what they did on the land. This should be damaging to my throat. The end again. God, it's got more fake endings than I used to back in the day. I'm woken in the middle of the night by sounds coming from the living room of our apartment. I guess instantly it's Kibbles, or rather Stan, as he's known these days. I have trouble getting used to the new names. As I enter the room, I jump at the full-screen image on his PC monitor. Snooty Booty, with fangs, blood dripping from them down her chest, a mad, wild look in her eyes. Werecats. What the hell, Kibbles? Name. Alright, Stan, what the hell is this? I know. Awesome, right? Is this your project? He's been working really hard for his finals at art college. He's making a graphic novel about an island full of werecats who begin to eat the settlers who invade the island. That would have made the game more interesting. I think he may have some unresolved issues, but he insists he's fine. Yep, got loads more to do. Would you put pizza in the microwave for me? Are you sure midnight snacking is a good idea? Yeah, I'm starving. Okay, but let me make a salad to go with it, and I'll join you. You can show me the new artwork. Cool. Grab a couple of beers, and let's pull an all-nighter. We can work on our cosplays for MagiCon next weekend. What the hell? I don't have to go into my veterinary practice tomorrow, and I can't resist the thought of getting a preview of what Stan's wearing next week. He's been keeping it under wraps for weeks, teasing me about how he's going to take first prize in the competition. He's really good at cosplay, so maybe he will. Don't leave me with more bloody questions. We've been off the island for a year now, and although it's taken some adjusting, I couldn't be happier. Stan keeps me on my toes, he makes me laugh, and he stops me from becoming too much of a stuffy scientist. We've got a cat too. It was his idea. When we were administering the antidote to all the cats on the island who wanted to revert, we discovered that there were lots of litters of kittens who had lost parents and needed rehoming. Stan wanted to take an entire litter. We'll have a full rating. Relatable. I insisted we only take one. No one knew how any of it was going to work out, apart from the abandoned kittens. There were also parents who discovered they couldn't cope with so many children once their litters had been rehumanized. For a while it was chaotic, but the island is like one huge family, really. We all started adopting and fostering. And in the end, no one was left uncared for. Not even our little fella. When we relocated, Stan said it would be a shame not to take him with us, for our own piece of island living on the mainland. So we have a perfect little family. Sometimes we talk about returning. I'm old. I want a quieter life. Not so quiet, according to the letters I get from Zane and Nico. Apparently there's a cocktail bar and everything there now. No, because they came with us. I'd rather have a beer here with you. You're just a big old softy, really, aren't you, Stan? Stan. He pretends to ignore me and focus on his work, but I see the corners of his mouth curl up into a smile. I'm not sure that gave us any more story. I'm kind of upset because I spent 4-5 hours getting all of this extra crap. I don't think I've ever felt more frightened in my entire life. I would gladly go through everything that happened on the island 10 times over than stand in front of these cameras. When Prudence asked for my assistance with something at work, I assumed she wanted me to bring her a coconut, chai latte or something. I could never have imagined this. Oh, for Helen's sake, Barry, would you relax? You're supposed to look professional, not perspiry. I'm sorry, Prue, but I've never modelled before. I've never even worn makeup before. Anna, more powder. Do hurry before our model melts into a puddle on the floor. One of Prue's many minions dashes around me, swatting at my face with a round, fluffy thing, causing clouds of powder to fill the air, making me splutter and choke. Darling, the cover is geek chic, and who would be more perfect than you to be the face of it? Now please, be a good little scientist, stand up straight and stop sweating. Maybe try looking seductively at that beaker. Prue, this is hopeless. Couldn't look seductive if my life depended on it. Au contraire, mon petit chouchou. Prudence is every bit as persuasive as Snooty Booty was. Becoming human has not diminished her sense of entitlement one jot. What Prudence wants, Prudence gets. I may as well give in and face the music. I feel myself blush as I try to romance the glass flask in my hand. Yes, perfect. Now tilt your head up and look exquisite. Excellent. Now perplexed. Sublime. Now enlightened. Overwhelmed. Yes, darling. Caress the Bunsen burner. Look through the microscope. Beautiful. Lovely. And cut! That's a wrap, everybody. Shall we have lunch? She turned to me, but I'm busy fanning myself with the prop clipboard. The heat from the spotlights, the 6 inches of makeup, and good old-fashioned embarrassment have made me feel like I'm roasting alive. You're marvellous. Quite the natural. Of course, I knew you'd be perfect. I feel like I'm in a steam bath. Anna, blot the model. Anna wafts around me again, mopping my face and neck with a moist cloth. I try to swat her away, but she's more persistent than a wasp on ice cream. That's enough, Anna. Now leave. I was so nervous. Why do you worry yourself so much? Nature has provided you with all that you need to effortlessly command a camera. Your greatest strength is also your greatest weakness. Oh yes, what's that then? You think too much. I suppose it's a good thing that I'm a scientist then, and not a model, isn't it? I see no reason why you cannot successfully be both, darling. She's always so certain of everything, and almost always right too. It was her who decided we should leave the island and make a fresh start on the mainland. I was wary of everything we'd be giving up, but Prue wouldn't hear of it. There's nothing here that we can't have on the mainland, and better too. You're just being a scaredy cat. She was right. Of course I was scared. But I knew that wherever she was going, I would follow. And here we are. We have a wonderful life together, apart from when she gets mad ideas like thrusting me in front of a camera. Come along, Barry. I've booked us a table at Katya's for lunch. Sushi? Of course. It's your favourite, and you're my favourite. She walk out of the door, and she links her arm through mine. I beam from ear to ear. I really did get the cream, after all. Oh, no kitten for them this time. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, we're in the pub. I like being in the pub. It's been a long day. Work on the mainland is a lot faster paced than on the island. It's taken me a while to get used to it, and my stress levels still get quite high by the end of the day. I'm grateful for the chance to unwind this evening in my local, authentic Irish bar, O'Carra's, which just so happens to be owned by my very own King of the Emerald Isle, formerly known as McMurphy. Sally, your timing, as ever, is impeccable. I've something for you, and it won't wait. Is it a hug? Because I need a hug. Oh, Cara, we've always got one of those for you. Come here to me. I swear I can almost hear him purr as we embrace. And now, without further delay, a drum roll, please. One of the regulars starts pounding out a drum roll on the counter, which ends in a crescendo of whoops from the punters as Connor produces a glass from behind his back and lifts it high into the air. I give you the gift of alcohol. You don't say. Hang on now, Car. This is no ordinary drink. So I see. The glass he's holding up is an elaborate affair with some fruit, foliage and a sparkler. I've made this in your honour, and if you give it the seal of approval, I'll add it to the menu this very night. I call it Curiosity. I'm touched that he remembers how much I pined for a proper cup of tea on the island. I probably whinged quite a lot about it, now I come to think of it, so I try to be gracious and grateful for his efforts. I don't remember any of them whining about tea. Looks great. I give it a suspicious sniff, and am immediately hit with a sugary sweetness. What's in it? That's for me to know, and you'd figure out. Get steady with it, though. That's the only hint you're getting. Okay, here goes. Salute? Salute. Salante. Slow lord. Pass. The whole bar shouts that word. Back at me. I close my eyes and take a sip. Oh my goodness. The strangest feeling has washed over me. It tastes like the beach. He's right. I've been utterly transported back to the coast of Cat Island. It takes my breath away. But how? Well, you see, Cara, I had little help from my friends, who were only too happy to ship over some of the rarer ingredients. Mana, the nectar from the heaven flowers. I knew I could taste it. You have Moira and Mason to thank for that sweet treat, and the sparkle of the life water. Uh-huh, that's the lift, but there's something else, vaguely familiar. Oh. Suddenly feels my throat has been set ablaze and I'm convulsed by a fit of furious spluttering, much to the amusement of the rest of the drinkers around me. And that would be the grog. He thumps me on the back until I regain my composure. Crikey, Connor, that's strong. Well, there's a method in my madness. I figured I might have had a better chance of success if I got you a bit squiffy before I popped the question. Question? What question? The entire bar has become silent, and all eyes are on me. My sweet angel. Connor has jumped up onto the bar and is lowering himself onto one knee. I feel myself being lifted by half a dozen hands, and suddenly I'm up there with him, my heart lurching into my throat. My darling Cara, would you make me the happiest man alive? Pull out a small box from his breast pocket, and do me the honour of... Time has stood still. Don me cladder. Hey, what the fuck? Wearing my... something. Do what? Wear me ring. There you go. He opens the box and inside is a huge clunky gold ring with two hands holding a heart. I'm taken aback. Bloody hate that phrase. By the sheer scale of the thing, which has for a moment rendered me speechless. They've really gone verbose. Like they've written an entire script and then thrown it into a thesaurus. Come on, Cara, use your words. You can do it. Everybody has by now dissolved into fits of laughter, including me. You crazy Irishman, are you sure? Well, I've never been more sure of anything in my life. Then I would love nothing more. We embrace and the pub erupts into whoops and cheers. Murphy places the ring on my finger and I feel like the luckiest person in the world. And also, like my arm might disconnect from its socket from the sheer weight of the thing. Okay. Wow. It's pink. Hello, Amy. Trixie is waving at me from outside her shop as I approach. How did she get fought by, I suppose, scientists? She still isn't quite used to the fact that we're both humans now. Well, the shop is looking beautiful, said the Fresh Prince. She has owned the Lucky Paw for almost a year now, but the novelty hasn't worn off one bit. Every time I look at the window, she has redressed it with all sorts of crystals and silks, expressing herself all over it. Oh, one of those. Nice dream catchers. I know. Aren't they dreamy? They're from the island. Really? Yes, Nika helps the children make them in their crafts workshop. So a sweatshop. The hippie has a sweatshop for making hippie stuff. Things have certainly moved on there. I get regular updates from Nico and Zane and the Marigolds about the island and everyone who chose to stay. No one chose to stay. It was a difficult time initially, but once we'd worked out who was staying and who out of them wanted to remain feline, it all began to get easier. Everyone is thriving now, and the community is a huge, happy family. Look, my business card's arrived. Belle has shoved a pretty rainbow-coloured card under my nose. I want you to be the first to have one. Lucky Paw, Madame Trixabelle offers an array of skills, including but not limited to crystal healing, aura cleansing, palmistry, tarot reading, animal communication, and chassomancy. Email today at luckypawstore@gmail.com. Wonder if that is a real thing. Well, it's something. It's mainly dogs there. Woof! Ah, they look great. You're right. To go with the rainbow colours, it's not too much at all. Now I see it. Told you so. You stick to your test tubes and leave the creative stuff to me. With pleasure. I might take you up on that. Or a cleansing, actually. Good. You need one. Why? Something wrong? No, not at all. Just that you're too green? She steps away from me, tilts her head to the side and scrutinises me through scrunched up eyes. What? It's very blue. Oh, we're blue now. Is that a bad thing? Not at all. Balance is the key, though. We need to ground you a little. Bring some red into it. I'll do you at home this evening. Oh, I'm such a kid. Balls. Let me lock up and we can get some lunch. We wander down Portobello Road until we reach our favourite coffee shop. I love this city. I can't imagine living anywhere else now. Initially, I used to wonder if we'd made a mistake leaving our friends, the island life, my work there, but Belle was very clear about where she wanted to be, and I was very clear that I wanted to be with her. Now, though, I know she was right. Too much had happened there for us to really start afresh. Here is another matter. I'm loving being a partner in a busy veterinary practice. We've had our own small research facility. Belle and I have a fantastic flat in our favourite part of town. There's really only one thing left to make our world complete. Babies! Oh, just look at all this paperwork, Huey. We've almost finished our shared slice of gluten-free banana bread. Ugh. I know, this is a big step in our relationship, but I think we're ready. What if we get turned down? Or is it a mortgage or a bank loan or... Why would they turn us down? I don't know if I could take the hard take. It's probably adopting a cat, isn't it? Belle, look at me. Hold both her hands across the table and force her to look directly into my eyes. Surprise! We both have a steady income. We both have plenty of free time. We're a very responsible couple who have so much love to give. How the hell do you have a steady income and plenty of free time? That's just naughty. I know. Good. But what if it's too much for us, having to clean up after them? They keep us up all night. Well, between us, we have more than enough experience to adopt a kitten. You'll feed it, I'll clean up the litter tray. I think we can manage that. In fact, I think we'd make perfect cat owners. There's loads of homeless ones on the island, you assholes. Belle smiles and exhales deeply. You're right, let's do it. Is it not over yet? Oh, yeah, of course. I'm really excited, but nervous too, waiting for Ravenport to come on stage. Actually, the stage is just a small pool of light in the darkened back room of a pub in Camden. She's been doing the performance poetry circuit for about 6 months now. Oh, don't make me poetry. And already she's getting a bit of a reputation. This is the 3rd booking she's had this month. I know I'm partial, but She is very talented. When we first made the move from Cat Island to the mainland, I was worried she would regret leaving her roots and all she had ever known behind. Raven, or rather Miranda, as she's called off stage, was insistent, and she put forward a good case. All this place has ever been for me is loss, grief, pain, and ugliness. I can't be asked to maintain it. Until you came along, I want us to start with a fresh page and write our own story without everyone else's dirty rubbings out. So we left and moved to Camden, a houseboat to be exact. It can be hard work, but we love still being a bit off an island surrounded by water. Got my own small veterinary practice, which I love, and of course, I'm still chair of the board for Cat Island. That keeps me on my toes. They've grown and progressed so much there. Well, this is me. We've all gone quiet. All eyes on the beautiful, moody-looking poet. Oh, don't do it. And this is what I do. Invisible. Can I ask you a question? Not a big deal. I just want to ask if you ever feel like you can't find the place that fits your shape. Nowhere to sit, or to lean, or to drape. Corner to curl up, safe and warm. A fireside, a bedroom, a mess, or a dorm. A place to belong, where you lay your hat. A kennel for Fido, a lap for a cat. It's not something real you could reach out and touch. It's more how you feel. Not a feeling as such. Not a mood or emotion. Not a thing you could name. A sensation is closer. Ugh, that sounds lame. It's like something is missing. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a hole in the place where I should have been. The applause goes on for a long time, during which Miranda finds me in the small crowd and half smiles. My heart skips as the applause continues. Yay! Well done! Good job! Awesome! Disco Cat approves. Back here. Oh god, what the fuck are you? Sebastian, Ornisha, Fred, Teresia. It's almost lunchtime. I'd probably say those names wrong, but we have to go meet Daddy at his office and maybe have a bath. Two of our triplets. Oh yeah, because they got triplets. Two of our triplets scramble to their feet and dust the dirt from their clothes. But Fredericia is still crouching, elbow deep in the sludge. Hey, I found something! She digs ferociously until she produces a small dirty brown chunk from the sand. Would Daddy want this for his collection? She hands it to me, and as I try to rub it clean with my thumb, I see a golden hue shimmering through the grime. I'm sure he'll find this very interesting, Frederica. Let's go quickly, you know how grumpy Daddy gets when his lunch is late. Lies. Ooh, what an odd punch. We arrive at the treasure chest at 1:30 on the dot. I still find it surreal that the Major has his very own antique dealership. We come bearing lunch. And treasure. Treasure, eh? Oh yeah, I got to do the raspy thing. Treasure, eh? Let me see it. Freddy hands him his grubby chunk. No. Goodness, this is interesting. 24 carat if I'm not mistaken. Where did you find this? It took the kids mudlarking on the Thames. What is it, Daddy? Well, it seems to me to be a tooth. A gold tooth? That's a weird voice. Let me see. No, Daddy gave it to me. Hush now, children. Let's all look together. Now, if you look closely, you can see this was a maxillary lateral incisor. Obviously. I can't help but smile as I watch the Major lovingly teach the triplets we adopted. It was really for them that we decided to move to the mainland, so they could be feral. I mean, Major wanted them to have a more conventional education than the island could offer. Personally, I rather like the idea of everyone pooling their talents to form a teaching collective. I refuse to allow any child of mine to be taught science by a part-time arts and crafts maker. He's referring to Nika running an A&C workshop on her days off from the lab. I didn't want to push too hard at the time. He's already compromised on so many things in order for us to be together, and I felt this one may be a bridge too far. So we packed up and headed towards our future. And what a future it turned out to be. London life suits Tom. He's even enjoyed the cosmopolitan flavour of the city. The triplets adore him and he dotes on them, indulging them far more than I would have expected. We do go back to the island for holidays. It's still the most magical place, but nothing compares to our little house in the city and the life we made there. Gets worse if people have all got steady incomes and are living in London. Oh my god. 100% just popped. I get to keep my computer. Oh. Beautiful. Yay, look at all these people that took up so much time in my life and destroyed my vocal cords for entertainment. Play. Oh, yes. I'm done. It's finished. It's a perfect game. My second of only 2. What does that say about me? Oh, tell a lie, I got 3. What are my 3 perfect games? Of course. The Turing Test. So Turing Test, Purrfect Date and Subnautica. 3 games that are featured on the channel. I'm going to have to go through and try and bump that bloody completion rate up. Because 34% is pathetic. Does that... Yeah, achievements. Damn. It looks like we got a goal for the next couple of years. It's not like there are many games for us to go through. If you enjoyed this video and the series, then thank you. Hit like, join, subscribe, visit the Patreon, the Discord, do all of the lovely stuff. Yeah, I'm going because I've got a lot more to do. Busy. Bye. See you soon.